come here to display lot viewing for our forthcoming auction, April 12th. We have the finest collection of Mormon currency to hit the auction block, sets the John J. Ford sale back in 2004, plus one of the finest collections of Cal fractional gold ever to cross the auction block, and we're here showing it off to the collecting public.
And what are some of the highlights?
Well, the highlights of this auction here is, for the first time ever in history, we have 3 uncut sheets of Kirtland currency. And most of those are extremely rare, and they're traded private treaty and back room. This is going to set the market and is going to put these out on the auction block. And there's not only 1, but 2, but 3 of them, and almost unique 150. And then we have this very interesting item here from the Bank of Monroe, which the Mormons purchased in Monroe, Michigan after the Kirtland Bank failed. And it's a Bank of Monroe $2 bill that has been kept together with a letter by a Dr. Lee in his collection, and it goes back to the time that the bank failure, and the letter is actually drawing legal action against the Bank of Monroe for non-payment of specie, and it's in conjunction with one of the original banknotes.
So what were the Kirtland banknotes?
Well, the Kirtland banknotes, it was organized in 1836, and it was a bank that had a very colorful history. Joseph Smith organized it to basically be as a convenience to the members of the church back in Kirtland, but obviously it went beyond the Kirtland to some of the surrounding areas, and it failed almost immediately because it wasn't really backed by anything, and it didn't have a legal charter from the state of Ohio. They had the notes printed, and then they were denied the charter. We have one of the other highlights of the auction is the Holy Grail of Mormon currency, which is this $1 I call it an anti-counter note. This one got stamped anti-banking, was redeemed evidently in Kirtland, went across the prairie with the pioneers, was reissued in Salt Lake City, countersigned by Brigham Young, Sidney Rigdon, Heber C. Kimball, and a number of other people, and reissued, fulfilling a prophecy Joseph Smith said that one day these notes would be as good as gold, because when they reissued them in Utah, they were actually backed by gold from the returning gold rush pioneers from California.
How collectible is Mormon memorabilia?
Well, Mormon memorabilia is extremely collectible. I've been doing that. I wrote the book on Mormon currency a number of years ago. And with Mormon memorabilia, there's a lot of Mormons that are very interested in their own history. And so that's one aspect of the hobby that's very collectible. Other than that, you'd say, well, is the only people going to collect this Mormons? Well, absolutely not. It's highly collectible numismatically, and as a matter of fact, half, if not more than half of it, is bought by just numismatic and collectors of Americana.